Chicky Mcnuggs, a.k.a. Chicky McDrugs, a.k.a. Tony Michaels, a.k.a. Michael SosnowsKi, a.k.a. the Shed King of Missouri.
The rabbit hole continues.
So when we started with Tony Michaels, here's what we thought. Wow, huge douchebag who talks to Stuttering John a lot and shits on a lot of people that we've become friends with.
Accurate.
In YouTube. Sounds like a douche.
Looks like a douche.
Does a bit that I fucking hate where he pretends, and Chad Zumock does the same thing, pretends to not know who people are, but then quotes back everything they do. It is such a cringy, douchey, dishonest thing. And again, I find it gross.
Dishonest.
Well, now you have all the Dabbler people. So we started covering Tony. While everyone else is, just laser focused in on John, we've said Zumock, Tony Michaels. I think, 3 weeks ago, I said that's where we need to go. That's
John's
where this
getting
show
too
needs
stuffy.
to be.
Yeah.
As I was DMing with, messaging with Frank Pellegrino earlier today. And he said, you and Carl both have the floor seats to this Tony Michaels, Chad Zumock stuff. I said, well, hey, glad to be there on the floor.
Lucky guys.
Well, I thought that this would just be make fun of Tony Michaels. He takes himself way too seriously. He's a gigantic douchebag. And we'll have some things from time to time we can make fun of him for. Then somebody, Dennis sent us all of the drive-through with Chicky McNugg's sketches
Big
and all
old
of
baby face.
All of that shit. And it was so bad, but so awesomely bad that we had to keep watching it.
And he wants to pretend that's not how he got a name for himself.
Well, first of all, he didn't get a name for himself.
Isn't that how he started his following?
Yep. No, he didn't get a following from that.
Okay.
So then he starts doing politics around the time Trump becomes president because that's the grift you can grab onto to become a guy. Then he becomes Stuttering John's last minute, I don't have a guest, I need somebody guy. And then we basically find out that this new Tony Michaels persona is he's supposed to be a liberal, but he's like a badass, I don't take shit from anybody liberal. Fucking cucks. Fuck you. Fuck this. Fuck that. He's the kind of guy who the more he says fuck, the edgier he is.
He really is. And don't forget the defascist.
Oh, yeah, he's not DeSantis.
Defascist.
He's defascist. So we thought we'd have all this funny stuff to make fun of Tony Michaels for. Anyone who takes themselves too seriously and also talks a lot of politics is usually wide open for criticism. Well, these beautiful fucking weirdo autist sacks of shit, like Muttering Jay, like Stut Joe Depot, like I don't know if Carl just kind of used their stuff or if Carl did some digging as well, but everyone at Dabblers Anonymous, our buddies at Insufferable Bastards, like all of them, started digging and they started finding all kinds of wild shit from Tony Michaels' past and recent present.
Almost unimaginable for me.
Check this shit out. Tuesday, October 7th, 2014. 8 years ago, almost to the day. The Department of Justice, U.S. Attorney's Office, Western District of Missouri. Tammy Dickinson, United States Attorney for the Western District of Missouri, announced today that 7 more individuals have been charged along with the original 8 individuals and a business previously indicted by a federal grand jury for their roles in a conspiracy to distribute synthetic marijuana, commonly known as K2.
Not a good start for the individuals.
Spice, in other words.
It is spice.
The shit that turned people into zombies for a while.
It's really nasty. Like, people have gotten bad strains of this shit and died.
Like, before fentanyl, this was like the shit they were warning us about.
Don't do it.
Synthetic marijuana. And I always found it funny that we have a drug that's illegal. So it forces people to try to go around the laws to create legal things that are more dangerous than the illegal thing. It always got me.
I don't think it's legal anymore because of that.
No, it's not anymore.
No.
So why am I bringing up a Department of Justice, a federal drug beef? Well, it's because of the names. Wesley Adam Upchurch of Columbia, Missouri. Jimmy Dean Moore, 49, and his wife Tina Irene Moore, 44, owners of More For You in Queen City, Missouri. Sharon Elizabeth Harrington, 27, of Bunston, Missouri. Travis Scott Lovett, 34, of Purdon, Missouri. Jessica Lynn Lovett, 31, of Buckland, Missouri. And Michael SosnowsKi, 29, of Jefferson City, Missouri, were charged in a 13-count indictment returned under seal by a federal grand jury in Jefferson City on Thursday, October 2nd, 2014, about 8 years ago. That indictment was unsealed and made public today upon the arrest and initial court appearance of Upchurch. So, you might be wondering, who is Michael SosnowsKi? Well, Michael SosnowsKi might be this guy.
A defense and a trial. And the reason why is because you're already convicted. Now, the reason why I know these things, the reason why I know Steve Bannon will serve every single day, and I want you to be rest assured that he will serve every single day of that 4 months eventually, is that I know because I've been in the federal criminal justice system.
Uh-oh.
Really?
What?
You don't say. You've been in the criminal justice system. Well, look, just because we have a guy named Michael SosnowsKi from Missouri, that doesn't mean that Tony Michaels choosing his badass name isn't really this Polish guy who got busted for distributing K2.
But
by the way, how wonderful is this Nugs Not Drugs poster?
I was just going to say, but not from the Nugs Not Drugs guy.
Somebody might be projecting a little bit.
What's in those nugs?
Do you think he doesn't use sauce on his nugs now because it's too spicy?
Oh.
Perhaps. I don't know.
No.
Well, anyway, this is pretty flimsy, right? I mean,
I need concrete evidence.
Yeah, just because Tony Michaels has been involved in the federal justice system doesn't mean that he is Michael SosnowsKi, the guy busted for being part of a K2 distribution ring. Let's hear out Tony Michaels some more. By the way, what a hardcore political dude. He's edgy, man. He's got hats that say "fuck him" on it.
I found him on Twitter today, I believe it was, and all it says on there is like the "fuck 'em" stuff. And
how great is it?
Fuck that.
This douchebag, you can take the fatso out of the drive-thru, but you can't take the drive-thru out of the fatso. This guy is still trying to latch on with a gimmick. He's still trying. I'm not just a liberal commentator. I'm an edgy one. And you know what I say? Fuck him.
If you're against me, you're a cuck.
Yeah. Ugh. I've never seen a more punchable face think he's a badass. So anyway, Tony Michaels says that he's been in the federal criminal justice system.
Okay.
Let's see if we can connect this to any of the Michael SosnowsKi stuff.
Okay.
I've been there. I've done that before. I made a mistake a long time ago.
Would 8 years ago be a long time ago?
I'd consider it a long time.
Okay. By the way, thank you, Flex, for the $3.16 on PayPal. We appreciate that, bud.
Bad business decision that I decided to participate in selling a questionable product.
April.
Oh, boy.
April, would you consider 8 years ago a long time?
Yes.
April, would you consider K2 to be a questionable product?
Absolutely.
Do you think if you were involved in the selling of a questionable product like K2, the federal government might get involved in busting you?
Hell yeah.
I don't know if I need much more evidence that Tony Michaels is indeed Michael SosnowsKi.
We're drawing some connections.
All right, he's got 16 seconds.
Now, because of that, I know the system. I know that Steve Bannon will serve those days. I also know that there's a two-tiered, and really honestly, if you want to go deeper, it's a three-tiered justice system in this country.
Which part of the tier is the one where you're selling K2 with a bunch of bums in Missouri? I'm just curious about that one.
How does a Tony Michaels get wrapped into that? He seems too childish for it almost. Like, how does he meet these people?
Look, man, here's the thing about Tony Michaels. If you haven't been clued in already that this guy will do anything to get people to like him.
Okay, you know what? Touche.
Yeah.
You got it.
Yeah.
He wants people to like him. He wants to be the cool guy.
Yeah. He will do anything he can to get people to like him.
Plus, he's got to afford his drive-through habits.
Oh, of course.
How
yeah,
else do you
you've
pay
got
for
that. Also, a funny clip from Tony. You know how Tony Michaels may not be his real name, and in fact, Michael SosnowsKi may be his real name?
Sure.
This was kind of a priceless little moment on the Tony Michaels show.
You know I get names confused, Gabe. I get names confused. I get them turned around. I just can't sometimes place my brain on a name.
You know, that would be a sign of K2 damage. Not only that, he might mix up a name like Michael SosnowsKi for Tony Michaels.
It is all coming together now. That K2 has fried his brain cells.
Guys, I've got to tell you, it is wonderful to have a guy like Tony Michaels, or Michael SosnowsKi, however you want to reference him, the Spice King of Missouri. To have old Spicenburg, to have Spicenburg, Tony Michaels, be a guy that we were just going to make fun of for being a really cringe, douchey political commentator. This is the absolute definition of getting more than you bargained for.
I would say so. I would have never guessed any of this.
Oh, this is like you went to Home Depot to buy a ladder and they gave you a brand new shed.
God, wouldn't that be great?
Oh, hey, and if I need someone to sell me a shed.
I want a shed.
Do you want a shed?
Yeah.
Oh man, you're gonna need someone who knows how to make storage sheds then.
Do you know somebody?
I might know somebody. Here you go, guys. Here's some information on storage sheds. This is
It's a good start.
tour of a 10 by 16 storage shed. It's a video tour. Oh yeah, open that other door. Let's take a look.
Don't walk anyone in there. Who is this?
Oh, you'll see. Do we see in this video? Dennis, by the way, sent me all of these.
It's a nice shed. I'd take it.
Oh, that looks like a wonderful shed. But don't you want to trust the person selling you the shed?
Usually.
Yeah, you want to trust the person selling you the shed.
I want to trust I'm getting it for a good value.
Sure, absolutely. You want to know that the person selling you this shed is a good guy.
A real straight shooter.
A real straight shooter. So, or how about, you know what, a metal carport? You know, something to keep your car dry when you can't fit it in the garage.
Sure, my truck doesn't fit in the garage.
All right.
I could use one.
Let's see who might sell you one.
Come on.
No.
Why does he dabble in all these weird things?
Who the fuck is this guy from Mondo, Homz?
The double bubble is what we want to select too. Again, with the double bubble, that'll keep building from sweating.
What the fuck is this happy horse shit?
That would be Michael SosnowsKi, a.k.a. Chicky Mcnuggs, a.k.a. Tony Michaels, a.k.a. Spicenburg, selling you carports and sheds. I told you the rabbit hole was going to get really deep tonight.
A jack of all trades. He's now a shed huckster.
Oh, he is a shed-hucking,
What is this?
K2 Spicin,
Drive-through.
Dyson, drive-through loving son of a gun. Woo!
And super dad. Yay.
Spicenburg.
How does he do these things? How does he get roped into so many different avenues? I don't understand this.
Have you not?
None of it adds up.
Do you not understand by now that Chicky Mcnuggs will do goddamn anything to finally make a name for himself?
There's no way he builds these. He is not a man's man.
He's Bob the Builder. He's Spicenburg.
No.
He's Chicky Mcnuggs. He's drive-through guy. He's Michael SosnowsKi. He's... How bad do you have to hate yourself that you have to have so many goddamn identities?
I think he's trying to be Fat Eric Church, too.
Mr. SosnowsKi, I got bad news, pal. The call is coming from inside the house. Now, a guy who gets so involved and wrapped up in politics and rants angrily about it is not a guy who's angry at the politics. He's angry with himself.
Usually.
Any kind of moisture coming in underneath. Now, if you do notice here, we are selecting just for the center section.
I'm sorry,
So
but
it's
this
just
just
the
seems
enclosed
like a sociopath to me.
section.
Like a guy who can sit there and go, fuck them, these fucking cucks, these conservative assholes, these pieces of shit. But then can also go, and by the way, this seal in this pole shed will give you optimum leak protection from anything that you're looking to.
So give me some answers
Welcome
here.
back again. This is a very special week. We're going to be
Who are you?
building a couple different Harley colored buildings, Harley orange colored buildings.
The fuck?
Why doesn't he
Sweet.
say his name?
This first one is a RV style garage and cover.
Stop twisting it so
Kinda
much.
Unique little building here.
I want to see if he says his name at the end of this.
And then maybe your RV on this side, or camper or boat. All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot. We'll see you later on with the next Harley Pavilion.
Oh, man. Are there credits? Are there credits? Ah, damn. So he was working for a place called Mondo Homz.
So that's not his company. Right.
I cannot be sure if that was his company or not, but I have 46 of these videos.
There's no way he doesn't say his name in one of these.
Would you like to see a she shed?
No.
Now, is he in this one? No. He doesn't narrate this one. So he only does the narrations on the ones where you're designing it and doing the computer programming thing.
Does not seem like the guy to be doing that. But also does not seem to be the guy selling K2.
Right?
Also does not seem the guy to take political information from.
He's not any of these guys.
He's trying too hard.
He's trying way too hard.
He seems like the guy that should have just stayed where he was comfortable and maybe worked at McDonald's so he could be all gay and happy in the drive-thru, right?
Maybe something. Well, don't worry. I've got a lot more where that came from. I have link on top of link on top of link. I have who are these podcast clips. I have more shed stuff. Guys, I think that our Tony Michaels cup runneth over with content now.
I'd say so. So what was the official...
people are saying he owns Mondo Homz.
I wrote it down. I was going to look into it.
Okay, they said they found the LLC info on Mondo Homz. Now, wait a minute. Is that... I want to get the contact information. Oh, it's still going. Oh, yep. Jefferson City, Missouri. Open 10 a.m. to 5 p.m.
They
We
have
have
a
to fucking call these guys.
2.9 star Google review.
Oh, no.
You think these are some flimsy buildings?
Do you think this phone number is Chicky Mcnuggs' phone number?
I don't know.
Oh, this is too awesome. So Mondo Homz is still in business about, April, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Guys, would you like to see Mondo Homz' YouTube channel?
Yes, please.
What happened?
Why is the channel scrubbed?
The Mondo Homz channel has been completely scrubbed of content.
I'm semi-curious.
I think Mr. SosnowsKi might have found out that the internet was hip to his fucking gimmick and took down all his content.
Do you think that maybe when people order these homes, if they do, they just don't show up?
Come on, Spicenburg. What are you doing, pal?
Buddy.
Buddy, don't be ashamed, you shed-hawking nobody.
That would have been the manliest thing he's ever done.
Yeah.
Running a shed company.
Come on.
I could have used one.
Tony, we could all have used a shed. He's busted being a huckster, says Steven. Dude, honestly, I got to tell you, the shed company is the most honest thing Tony's ever done.
Right, that's almost why it doesn't fit.
The shed thing is more honest than the drive-thru guy. It's more honest than the sketch comedy guy. It's more honest than the politics guy. I mean...
Do you think we could get this guy on our channel by any means?
No, he
Does
hates
hate
us.
you?
He's like Zumach. He knows everybody who's ever said a bad word about him. He's remarkably insecure.
I want him to have a DSP moment where he's something like, I don't care if everyone hates me. I just want somebody to talk to me about all these things. I want that to be Tony.
What's the LLC info on Mondo Homz? Can we find out if it's owned by a Tony Michaels or a Michael SosnowsKi?
It's a Z.
You're right. Not Mondo Homz. Mondo Homz LLC info. BBB, Better Business Bureau. Let's take a look. Email this business. Jefferson City, Missouri. Pole shed, carport, so on and so forth. Business details. Wow, business management.
Oh my God. What?
Mr. Tony SosnowsKi. Wait a minute then.
That's
Who's
wild.
Michael Sosnowski? Did he change his name?
Okay, there has to be a way that we could Google either with one of the Sosnowski names and see what comes up about that person, right?
I mean, maybe.
You could do a quick search.
He started this in 2019. His arrest was in 2014. He might have started going by Tony SosnowsKi because if you Google Michael Sosnowski, the first thing that comes up in Google is that Department of Justice thing. Oh my God.
This is getting
well,
weird.
where else would Tony Michaels come from?
That's a good point. It's just a
Michael
mixture of the two.
Sosnowski, Tony Michaels.
It's a mixture of the two.
Wow. That is fucking awesome.
This is really weird.
That is remarkably great.
I don't know any other of our fools on here that have like such a weird, kind of shady background. They're kind of out in the open and you know about them.
Wow. Marcus says this is getting juicy. This is remarkably juicy.
I want to know about this guy now.
Oh. James writes, drive through and fuck him. That is, he should splice the two together. No, not spice the two together.
That'll
Not
get
spice.
You fucked up.
Wow. Taste Fairy says, I think his real name is Michael Tony Hickenbottom. Michael Hickenbottom is Shawn Michaels' name. You're getting them confused now.
Obviously, they're twins.
I want to throw out all the thank yous to Dabblers Anonymous. I want to throw out all of the thank yous to Muttering Jay, Dennis, everybody who helped grab this stuff. Because this Tony Michaels shit is too awesome.
John Myers just says his name is Michael Anthony.
It's
Maybe.
just too great. Kinky Loco says Dabblers never sleep. Listen, I know that over on Dabblers Anonymous, when they put my stuff up there, it's 50-50. People find me to be an obnoxious guy, whatever. Guys, I understand why you'd think I'm obnoxious. I'm a loud personality, but I think there's a lot of people who are now fans of this show who started out thinking I was obnoxious, and then they realize, oh no, he's just loud. That's just how he talks. He's very self-deprecating. He takes a lot of shit from his fans and has fun with them.
He's exuberant.
I'm an excited little guy. I'm like Tony Michaels at a drive-thru. I'm sorry, Michael Sosnowski at a drive-thru. The Spice King of Jefferson, Missouri. Old Spicenburg himself. Say my name.
Can we coin Spicenburg?
Sosnowski. You're goddamn right.
I want to coin Dribblers, and I want you to have Spicenburg.
Spicenburg. Guys, can you put it on Dabblers Anonymous now? And can you please make me the guy who coined Spicenburg for Tony Michaels? And again, Dabblers Anonymous, I know half of you don't like me. I love you guys. I think you do great stuff. I know appealing to Reddit for any kind of like, hey, a peace between us this night, Arthur Costas, is going to fail miserably. But I just want to let you guys know, even if you think I'm a giant piece of shit, even if you fucking hate me.
And he might be.
I love you. And I might be a piece of shit. I love you guys. And I think you do the Lord's work. And we wouldn't be able to deep dive into Spicenburg, a.k.a. Michael Sosnowski, a.k.a. Tony Michaels, a.k.a. Chicky Mcnuggs, a.k.a. douche in the drive-thru guy.
Drugs
without
Mcnuggs.
You. Drugs Mcnuggs. Spicenburg.
I need somebody to...
Carport Willie. I don't know what you want to call him.
You know when Walter White wears his like cream-colored jacket with the douchey black hat on and his glasses? I need that like photoshopped, but Tony Michaels
on to Tony Michaels.
Yes.
Guys, get on that. Can we get Heisenberg with Tony Michaels' face, just the clothes and everything with Tony Michaels' face, and get Spicenburg?
Yeah, get the glasses and the hat and the jacket.
Mr. Nobody, Tony Michaels. I am the one who drives through.
It was for me.
Oh.
I liked it.
Tony, if you tell me that, Tony, if you tell me you did it for us, if you tell me you did it for us one more time, I did it for me, John.
He fucked up.
I like the way it made me feel.
He gave John too much spice and it made John have a stutter.
Oh, no.
He fucked up John for life.
Oh, boy. Kinky Loco says, join r/Tony Michaels house today. Subscribe to that subreddit. Absolutely.
Min-Max is
Absolutely.
calling us Apron, the best duo on the show.
Apron is the best duo on the show. Thank you, Min-Max.
That's funny.
I'm stealing that one.
Apron.
Now, I also have to thank VIP Matthew S.,
Whoa.
who just threw in another VIP package.
Jesus.
And that's going to knock out our goal today.
Was that the guy from this morning?
I don't know. We have so many Matthews. We've had like 3 new Matthew VIPs
Is this the...
in the last couple weeks. Now, I don't know.
This one?
Matthew, if you're in the chat or if you want to write to me privately or whatever, I don't know what you want me to do. Do you want me to give that VIP away to someone, or you just want me to take the $250 and put it towards the goal?
That'd be cool.
Or do you want me to put it in the prize show and draw for it?
Don't look at me. I didn't
could
give
put
it.
that VIP in the drive-thru. Or
In
in
the
the drive. Oh, my God. I'm so hooked on the Tony Michael
drive-thru,
Sosnowski
huh?
thing. Thank you very much, Matthew. I guess we could just bank it until he tells us what to do.
Well, yeah, it helps the show.
That would put us $90 ahead, so I'm going to put 45 into tomorrow morning, 45 into
Thank you.
tomorrow evening. And Rupert with $4.99 says, April looks like she just came back from the old lady's clothes store.
Hey, this is my new used secondhand sweater, and I think it's very cool. Okay.
Oh, man. Well, thank you,
It's
guys.
a solid $8 sweater.
Kinky Loco says, is it Matthew Sosnowski? No, it is not Matthew Sosnowski. So, my question is, do you guys want to go deeper into the Michael Sosnowski, a.k.a. Tony Michaels, a.k.a. Spicenburg stuff?
Is there more?
I've got Carl shitting on him,
That'd
and I've
be
got
fun.
Tony Michaels calling out Carl.
I would be into that. I like anything with Carl.
All right. Well,
Carl's pretty cool.
by the way, when we started doing this on YouTube 5 months ago, I was already a fan of Who Are These Podcasts. I was already a fan of what Chrissy and those guys at Compound were doing. I'll be honest, except Gino. But if you would have told me that 4 or 5 months after we started YouTube, I'd be regularly texting with Carl from Who Are These Podcasts when we release Tony and Chad stuff,
It's getting weird.
or that I would be DMing back and forth while taking the kids clothes shopping with Frank Pellegrino and shit like that. Like, I would have been like, oh, what a weird fucking turn this show must have taken.
I bet you feel nice and popular now.
But here we are.
I don't do any of that.
I've got
I've gotten a Sam Tripoli message. That's what I've gotten.
I haven't gotten a Sam Tripoli message. All right, would you like to watch Who Are These Podcasts shit on Tony Michaels,
Yeah.
a.k.a. Michael Sosnowski, a.k.a. Spicenburg, a.k.a. Chicky Mcnuggs, or what did you call him?
Drugs Mcnuggs.
Drugs Mcnuggs. All right, a lot of aliases. You know, a lot of guys in that line of work have a lot of aliases.
Yes, you have to.
Yeah.
Do it a little bit here.
Michael S. Thanks for the $5 going skiing on the K2 summit.
So somebody, Michael S., meaning Michael Sosnowski, sent Stuttering John $5 and said, going skiing on the K2 summit, going to be filled with spice. Wish me
I
luck.
don't even know where that is. Going to be
It's
filled
a
with
large mountain, the K2, the second largest mountain in the world, in the Himalayas.
Whatever.
Wish me luck. Ready, set, build. I've heard a lot about it.
These
Okay.
two just don't get it.
So
No. So ready, set, build. You know what? Before we play Carl's thing, I want to go to something Stut Joe Depot did, because I couldn't go through all of the shed stuff to find the ready, set, build one.
Okay.
So I want to play Stut Joe Depot. I'm going to take a little detour from Carl and bring you right back. This is from Stut Joe Depot. I'm going to put his link in the chat here so you guys can subscribe to him. There you go. Go subscribe to Stut Joe Depot. And let's go find that. There it is. Sorry, guys. I'm giving you a fucking seizure over here. This is what Stut Joe Depot came up with for Michael Sosnowski, a.k.a. Drugs Mcnuggs, a.k.a. Spicenburg, a.k.a. Carport Willie, a.k.a. Tony Michaels, a.k.a. The Dribbler, a.k.a. Fuck 'em Drive-Thru.
I love this stuff. This is like a TV show for me.
Okay.
This is an Ozark
Money
thing.
laundering 101.
Oh, really?
That's fucking
Say
funny.
you come across a suitcase with $5 million in it.
Oh, that is Jason Bateman, yeah.
What would you buy?
Well, this tells you what the episode's
There's a
about.
fucking video of it, I think.
Yeah. Well, yeah, there's a whole video.
Whatever your purpose, whatever your dream,
No.
power your passion.
What the
We are going to build another metal building today on our 3D builder. This is the building that we have.
So, by the way,
Okay.
Tony Michaels took all of these down. That's what the channel we showed you earlier
Why
was.
does he continue to take things down is my question. And putting it up means he thought it was good, right?
What did I tell you? You try to fight the internet, you're going to end up looking like a fucking idiot.
Okay, hear me out. It's a shed company. What could have possibly happened to embarrass him about a shed company unless they were either the shittiest quality of all time or he couldn't deliver?
He didn't want all of us knowing about it. And then also, I don't think he wants that connected to the drug thing in case it hurts the business.
Oh, yeah, your whole 2.9 Google ratings.
Look, go around yelling at people, calling them cucks, saying, fuck you, you want to come after me for my drive-thru shit? Go ahead, play them all you want. If you go to the internet and you go, fucking bring it, bitch, and you get confrontational, I'm sorry, you just stirred up an autistic hornet's nest and they're going to sting you to death. That's why when we get made fun of on our show and people come by and they shit on us or go, you guys suck, we go, hey, dude, just give it a little while. I bet you'll be a big fan.
Relax.
And most of those people end up being a big fan. We don't sit there and tell the internet, hey, come on, fucking bring it. We've been hammered on by so many subreddits. We go and read them on the show and go, oh, fuck, that's brutal. You know, oh, God, that one, do we really sound like that? You have a sense of humor about it, and then you go live your life when the mics are turned off. You start deleting videos. First of all, you can't delete a bunch of videos and then act like a tough guy and go, yeah, fuck you, play whatever you want, you fucking cuck, fuck 'em, fuck.
Fuck you, buy a shed for your spice.
Yeah.
So in order to find a builder, we did a lot of online searching. We came across Mondo Homz.
Oh, no, he got Opie's buddy, the guy who calls into Opie's show. He got Creamy Butters to do a read for him.
Gave Tony a call, and we were able to get a quote pretty fast.
For the hunter or the carpenter.
Or the fucking cuck insurrectionist bitch, Chrissy Mayer.
This is a fever dream.
Oh, this is great. Chicky Mcnuggs. Thank you, Stut Joe Depot.
The painter or the artist. Give your dream the space to thrive and the power to come.
Oh, there it is. Agent name, Michael SosnowsKi.
In a fully finished
Michael SosnowsKi, organizer. Michael SosnowsKi, agent. Wait a minute. Does that mean, wait a minute. The Better Business Bureau thing, does that mean he's changed it since this weekend?
It must
and
have
made it Tony SosnowsKi?
Tony, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Dude, what is going on with
Hey,
you?
Spicenburg. Hey, Tony Michaels, which is a fake made-up person who doesn't exist. If you're such a badass, if you're so fuck 'em, dude, why the hiding, bro?
His kids have to be so confused as to what to call him now.
Yeah. Are you Spicenburg or are you Heidenberg? Because you're hiding from everything. Every time people come at you with something, you pretend to be a big tough guy, and then you change everything and delete everything and go, come on, Tony. Can you feel the walls closing in?
Dude, I can feel it for him. This is nuts.
Ooh. This is what happens when you taunt people. This is what happens when you don't have a good sense of humor about what we're doing for a living.
Mondo Homz was able to get us a quote after about 24 hours. And then about 7 weeks later, they erected this in 2 days.
Like and share this if you know anyone that's looking for a metal building.
28 Twitter followers. Oh, and they privated it. They locked it.
How are you going to have a business but make it private?
Same reason you're going to change who owns it over the weekend.
I don't like any of this. It's dishonest.
Building or a carport like this. Or
wait, you mean the guy who tried to be a sketch comedian, then tried to be a drive-through food reviewer, then tried to be a political analyst after he got busted selling K2, and the shed builder guy? You're saying he might be duplicitous?
You're saying he's not a good guy?
Wow, what a piece of shit April is.
Workshop, agricultural building. Let them know by sharing a link with them.
Please fucking
Tony's
say ready,
a really
set,
nice
build.
guy. He was very knowledgeable with the building. He never really
Just don't tell him you're into the Second Amendment or Trump, dude, because then the deal's off.
Is this Tony's like skinny twin? What the fuck happened to him? He looks tiny next to this dude.
Well, Spice will cut the pounds.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Wow.
Now say my name.
I'm shocked.
I'm the one who builds the shed.
This is
questioned
weird.
anything.
And then also subscribe to us again and click that bell notification. That way you get the notifications when we do
How's that
these
going,
videos
palsy
if you like
walsy?
them. And thanks very much.
Say ready, set,
I would
build.
say that
Say
if
ready,
we build
set,
another
build.
building like this, I'll definitely be using Tony.
Say it,
over
fucker. Say it.
No, I did. I dropped out of college twice. There's nothing wrong with
He's
being a
bad
drug.
again.
And then there you go. 7 more
at him.
individuals indicted for conspiracy to distribute synthetic drugs.
Drop out, John. It just
Michael SosnowsKi, 29, of Jefferson City, Missouri.
depends on
I know, but
how many drugs you did and
claims to
you
be from
continue to do. I guess.
This is like a Tinder swindler guy going by like 300 different names.
Ready, set, build,
Doing some
indeed,
weird
Tony
shit.
boy. Old Spicenburg. God, is he perfect.
God, I hope he never sees a woman again.
I hope he never changes. Tony, don't you go changing just to please me. Not like you changed your name changing. I get that. So what are you going to go by now? Because Tony Michaels is Michael SosnowsKi. Tony SosnowsKi's a dead name. What are you going to be next, Chicky Mcnuggs?
Spicenburg.
And by you got to be Spicenburg at this. You've got to be
He's got to
Spicenburg.
hear that somewhere and think it's cool.
Yeah, you've got to be Spicenburg. Marquise with $10 super chat says that was worth every dollar. Also, I'm not suggesting you tweet at the Tony Michaels about his checkered history. I repeat, I'm not suggesting it. Rupert with $1.99 says, April, do you knit hats and blankets?
Come on. This is a lovely sweater. The back's very cool. They can't see it, but it's cool.
Well, guys,
I'll wear something nicer tomorrow.
guys, I've got that on Tony SosnowsKi. I've got that on Tony Michaels. I never thought we were going to get into all of this when we first started talking about Tony Michaels.
How good does it make you feel?
We ain't done yet because
We're
we got to get
still
back
not
to
done?
Carl shitting on Tony Michaels. And then we got Tony Michaels calling out Carl from Who Are These Podcasts. Guys, I hope this has been the ride for you that it is for me.
It is pretty weird.
We just wanted to make fun of the funny drive-through videos and what a crazy psychopath he was when he talked about politics.
Yes, he looks like two different versions of crazy, but now the crazy has so many layers, like an onion almost.
And then this weirdo who tries to sell people sheds, and like, who the fuck is this guy?
I know. And do you, can you imagine if you were trying to buy a shed from this guy and somebody led you on to his other channels?
Right.
If those still existed.
I don't think the big bearded creamy butters guy is going to be buying that shed.
No, I don't think most like outdoorsy men's men
Get
are
this.
going to you.
Get this. How big of a fucking wannabe famous political pundit is this guy? That he takes the business that probably pays his bills and decides to delete that YouTube channel that could have promoted the business he does for a living, rather than be able to part with his Tony Michaels podcast, delete all the political shit so he can focus on running the business. How desperate is this sack of shit to be famous that he couldn't even part with the optional side gig?
Yeah.
He had to part with the thing that pays the bills. Tony, he's worse than Chad Zumach. You're falling apart. At least Chad Zumach is just having an honest, nervous breakdown.
He wants to be the cool guy so bad and he can't be.
He was in high school.
He was in high school. Yeah,
But Tony Michaels is having a dishonest, nervous breakdown.
Yes.
At least Chad is a delusional fuckwit who's falling apart in front of our eyes, but doing it very openly as Chad Zumach. Tony Michaels how many pasts can you run from at one time? This man's running
6.
from like 6 different pasts all at once.
Yeah. And the shed thing was the most honest thing out of all of them. If he actually would show up and build them. If they actually delivered, I feel like that's the most honest thing he's done.
Right, exactly.
Oh, that person who just put that in there was Michael S. It has been discovered, Tony Michaels, who forgets people's names all the time. Who's Anthony Cumia again? You didn't know who Chrissy Mayer was. What's her name again? Pretends he doesn't remember people's names.
He didn't know Kanye.
Carl watches Steel Toe. Steel Toe watches Carl.
Aren't you two just the cutest couple?
I always get texts from Carl when I put out Tony or Chad stuff. He goes, "Oh, great video! You fucking nailed it on him." And then I'll watch Who Are These Podcasts, and I'll be, "That was a fucking great point Carl made. I'm gonna remember that one."
Hey, Carl, and just in case you're listening, I want you to know that while Aaron's laying in bed with me, he's texting
I am
you.
I only text Carl during daytime appropriate hours.
Oh, sure.
Yes, Frank Pellegrino and we DM all the time.
you two talk together in bed.
Yeah,
It's very nice.
It's really weird. Like I
Uh-oh.
always talk about like you And then he always asks if I have pictures of my feet I can send. So I don't know what Frank's up to. He swears that they're for Kumia, but I have no idea.
Don't send my feet to Kumia.
Oh, my feet.
Oh, your feet. That's fine.
He says they're for Kumia, but I know they're for Bob Odenkirk.
He didn't know who Ye was. He might not know who he is because his real name is not Tony Michaels. It's Michael Anthony SosnowsKi. And this is, you haven't heard about this yet?
No.
Okay. Muttering Jay.
Carl
Go to
is
his
so
Twitter.
excited.
Okay, so I think Carl's just going to go over a lot of the same ground we did. So Carl went after Tony. Hit the subscribe button, smash that like button, and click the bell to get notifications. Yeah, click the like button if you're enjoying our little show tonight. Carl went after him kind of the same way we did on his show this weekend. Here's Tony talking about Carl.
Uh-oh.
Now, this is before Carl's show this weekend.
Hold on. Is he going to forget who Carl is?
Let's see.
Because again, that's what I'm saying is the copyright is only.
Guys, I can't help you with the video size, by the way. This was just taken off somebody's cell phone.
Big screen it.
I did. It's big screened right now.
As good as the person who will seek out the copyright, right? Like if you don't challenge the copyright, then you're essentially giving them permission to use it. Like I would give Kevin and his stupid show Why Do I Podcast or with Kevin Dumbfuck or whatever the show's called.
Kevin's a lovely man. You leave him alone.
By the way, he meant Who Are These Podcasts with Carl. Mm-hmm. And then I love that Kevin Dumbfuck from Why Do I Podcast decided to
he got
play
thrown
off
in the mix.
Yeah. I think that's fucking great. No, I think he made that show based on Tony doing this.
Yeah.
Kevin Dumbfuck from Why Do I Podcast.
Called. But Kevin, if you're out there, I know you're going to be listening to this because I know you're going to scour through this whole thing. And I know you're going to try to create a YouTube video. That's fantastic. That's fantastic.
I love that Tony knows he's going to get shit on and he's terrified to get shit on, so he thinks he's heading it off at the pass.
And John's really uncomfortable to watch during these things because he uncomfortably choke laughs back there and has nothing to say.
I think it's because John was on Howard and he knows all these gay tricks that that Michael Sosnowski's doing.
And he's reveling in it or something.
No, and he's going oh, and he's uncomfortably laughing.
Oh, okay, the opposite.
Because this is a long way from where John came from.
Yeah.
And Tony knows he's going to get shit on. He knows who Carl is. He knows who are these podcasts. And he's doing that
Kevin.
really lame bit. He knows Kevin. Yeah. He's doing that really lame bit where he's pretending not to. It's so cringe.
You are completely allowed because all my content is free. It's for anyone to see. And
really? How about Mondo Homz? Can I see the Mondo Homz stuff on your channel? How about Chicky Mcnuggs? Can I see the drive-through stuff?
If I may for a second, you know how I said I found him on Twitter today?
Yeah.
He's the only account I've ever seen on Twitter where he has a $sign thing next to his Twitter
Those
bio.
are super tweets or whatever.
He's asking for money on Twitter. I've never seen an account do that before.
No.
You're sitting behind a paywall. There's a difference.
Right. But what I'm saying is my content, my show. Kevin, baby, if you want to make a separate channel, you got your Stuttering John channel that you only obsess about him. If you want to jerk off to my content every day like you do John's, I am perfectly happy, Kevin, to let you use and jerk off to.
By the way, you can draw a direct line from these two chuckle fucks challenging Carl from Who Are These Podcasts to Tony now deleting all of his videos, scrubbing all of his history, changing his name on the Better Business Bureau page so it doesn't say Michael Sosnowski, the
intense.
K2 guy.
That's intense.
Tony, you can't be Mr. Tough Guy and bow up and pretend you're hard and I don't care, doesn't affect me, and then delete all your shit and change your business name and be terrified like you are, Tony. Just admit you're a scared little K2 peddler who's terrified of being found out. You've always been the insecure little boy who's been worried you're going to be found out for the phony you are. You challenged everyone to do it. They did it. Congratulations. You're the 19 millionth person to find out they're not smarter than the entirety of the internet, and you're getting your fucking shit pushed in for it. And I love watching it. I love it.
Can you imagine being somebody who changed your name Because you're so insecure and embarrassed.
Of your past, of the things you've done.
You've wiped your videos and everything.
Tony, you are getting this video is not aging well. You're getting the dog shit kicked out of you, son.
My content anytime you fucking want, man. You can rewatch it. You can watch it in double speed. You can watch it in slow-mo. I mean, whatever.
I can't when you delete them, Tony, unless Dennis and Muttering Jay are fucking cool enough to send it to me.
Yeah, where'd they go?
Is suit your fancy. It doesn't make me any difference. You can.
Oh, it doesn't make you any difference. Why did you delete them right away? Why did you change your name for the third time? Why?
He's gonna pull a Stuttering John and it was something with YouTube. They just kind of take him down.
Oh yeah, because John did that.
He did do that.
When John started taking down his live streams. I don't know. There's something going on with my YouTube. No, there's not.
No.
Use the shit out of my content because your sock puppet accounts that you create and have all these sock puppet accounts that
somebody's projecting.
Careful.
Somebody's projecting on the sock accounts because we got the sock account brothers right here.
Yep.
Zumach does this too.
John's starting to sweat.
Constantly posting everywhere, and you try.
Question.
John wasn't laughing anymore when he started bringing up sock accounts, was he?
Thank you. I was gonna say that he totally clammed up as soon as sock accounts came up.
He really did.
And then they cut that
People
chunk.
keep asking me, why did you take down your drive-through video?
So how it started versus how it's going. You can use all my content. I don't give a fuck. Fuck them, fucking cucks. Fuck. Hey, why'd you take down all your drive-through videos, loser?
These are the misery
My drive-through
twins.
videos. Everyone kind of likes those. Everyone kind of likes those.
I thought
videos.
they were good.
Yeah, I like those videos. Those are.
Do you? Do you like those videos?
If you like them, why are they gone?
Right, why are they gone?
If I like something, I don't take it down. I'm proud of it.
Right.
Okay.
Were you on Spice? Is that what it was, Tony? Could you not control yourself because you were on the K2 summit?
He short-circuited.
Spicenburg?
From a long time ago.
So why did you take them down?
Well, they kept getting trolls kept
Now you turned into John.
Coming to them, people were giving them attention. So I mean, I might put them back up. I don't know.
No, you won't.
When I feel good and I want some chicky Mcnuggs, maybe I'll put it back.
Some happiness.
I got some happiness and a Happy Meal. I got my Nuggets sign here. They all
Nugs, not drugs. That's before. And by the way, that was not ironic. That wasn't you playing off your K2 arrest. People didn't know about your K2 arrest. And you've got that sign, Nugs, not drugs. Oh boy, Tony,
It's his cover-up.
You are not hiding in plain sight like you think you are.
And Tony, the thing is with all them trolls coming to your drive-through videos, if you had just let them burn themselves out and left the videos up, it would have all been over.
Tony, I have something very painful for you to hear. You are not 10% as smart as you believe yourself to be. And that's your biggest problem.
all think that I'm ashamed of my love for fast food. Fuck no, if those videos are any proof. I love fast food.
If those videos were any proof, you mean the proof that you deleted and wiped out because you're so not ashamed? Tony, you are full of shit, pal.
He never even showed us the food. I damn near wonder sometimes if he didn't buy anything.
This is a fat kid who wants to recreate himself as something else, and it's just not working.
And he's like taking straws out of a hat too. Like he pulls, what? I'm a shed huckster. I'm going to sell drugs today. I'm the political guy. I'm a drive-through man.
All right, look.
It's so weird.
I'm going to end the clip here for the people who are watching this after we put it up as a best of. Watch Steel Toe Monday through Friday, 6 to 10 a.m. Central, and 7 to 9 p.m. Monday through Wednesday, 7 to 9 p.m. Central. You're going to love this show. Thank you, Chicky Mcnuggs. Thank you, Tony Michaels, Michael SosnowsKi, the K2 King of Jefferson City, Missouri, Spicenburg, Carport Willie, whatever your fucking name is. Thank you for all of the entertainment.
Yes, thank you.
That felt good.
That was a trip.
That felt really, really good. Now I want to go to the chat. I'm never going to be able to catch up with all the people that wanted to chime in on this, but I'll scroll up the chat a little bit, and I'll pick out a few of your guys' stuff.
I'm just so shocked, like maybe not shocked, but it's so interesting to me just how hard he's trying to cover himself up after he like has a failed attempt at a new persona.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't work. Let's hide it. It doesn't work again. Let's hide it.
Like Raymond Bryant says, deleting videos is a sign of hiding something.
Yes.
So you can't say you have nothing to hide when you're hiding things from people. He also says he's a fake, made-up person. Yeah, here's the real tragedy of Tony Michaels. I don't think he knows who he is. And he's in his late 30s now.
And he's got like 3 kids.
Yeah.
That are probably also confused as to who
They're
daddy
probably
is.
also grown by now, too.
Are they really?
Yeah. Stevie J says, someone is going to find one of those names on the offenders registry. I can feel it. Oh, boy. I wonder if we're done with the Tony Michaels revelations.
I kind of want to dig myself now. What have you gotten me into?
Like Rolling Stone says, no wonder he didn't remember Anthony or Chrissy. Technically, Tony Michaels never saw them before.
That's true. He's not that person.
That's true. He's Michael SosnowsKi. Or Tony SosnowsKi. Or Tony Michaels. Or Spicenburg. Or Carport
Or
Willie.
Michael Anthony Sosnowski.
Or Michael Anthony Sosnowski. We don't know.
Which one?
Yul Gibbons says he sold K2.
Beta!
It wasn't me. It was Patricia. That's what it was.
Joey says his prison workout plan was getting sucker punched and tasting cocoa-skinned dicks.
Oh, my God.
KF says, April looks lovely and cozy. I got my mean comments out this morning in the chat. Well,
Uh-oh. What did he say about me this morning?
I don't know.
You
B Dabbler
guy.
says, what a McPiece of shit. Joey says, having some fun here. He is an asshole. Fuck him. That's what everybody should do is with Tony Michaels is fuck him. Use his own little catchphrase, his hacky catchphrase.
What a cook.
Oh, Dennis says he should have stayed with the shed business. See, that's what I thought. He should have deleted the Tony Michaels show stuff and stuck with the shed business.
The most honest thing he could do. But that's not getting him famous enough because here he gets to talk to the great Stuttering John.
Oh, boy.
Imagine that.
God damn, man. Where's Marquise? There we go. Tony Michaels is no Conrad Thompson. Chat me up on this for a minute. You were building a shed during SummerSlam 1994, and the Ultimate Warrior returned. And, a lot of people said it was the Drizzling Shits, and the attendance was 16,000 people for a house of $975,000. Chat me up on this. What was the deal? Sorry, it's a wrestling podcast thing. You're giving him too much credit, calling him Spicenburg. He is the love child of Badger and Skinny Pete. Oh, yeah. He's definitely more Badger.
Oh, that, I can't unsee that now.
I know.
That's incredible, actually.
I know, but we can't make a fun name out of that.
I know.
Joey says, Chicky knows his sister / slam hog is on her period when she is only wearing one sock. What? Celeb Swap says, ironic that his last name is Sosnowski when he hates sauce in all forms. That is very ironic. Self-hatred going to an even deeper level. Hates his own name.
That's really weird. Wow. Self-deprecating at its finest.
Raymond says he looks more like a Sosnowski than a Michaels. I agree. If I help jogging while pooping says, if I help April across the street, would I get a merit badge?
Yes, and I would love your help. Please. I stumble sometimes.
Oh. Steven says, yeah, he acts like he's an open book. He does, and then he hides everything the minute he starts getting made fun of. Oh, he is so see-through. We're putting this video up tomorrow afternoon.